really the best strategy that you can possibly have is to have a structure to follow, you know. And he's always been like so vocal about like the strong beginning, like deliver your answers, like a personal experience, and then strong ending, that I feel like if she keeps that in mind, she will be able to deliver something that is very successful. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special reaction because a lot of you guys have been messaging me asking me to check out the training session that Beatrice Luigi Gomez just had a few days ago with Tito Boy Abunda. This is very exciting because Boy Abunda is considered to be the king of talk. You know, he's very good, very eloquent, and always had amazing tips for every single one of the candidates that he interviewed prior to a pageant. So I'm very excited to see how he interacted with Beatrice, because obviously I feel like the communication skills is one of the things that people often talk the most about Beatrice. You know, she's very calm, very composed, and I'm wondering how he is going to challenge her on that level. So I'm gonna try to not extend this too much. I hope that you enjoy my reaction to this video. If you do, please consider leaving a like on the videos so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section what did you think about my reaction, my comments, feedback, and all of that, and the video as a whole. Alright my friends, so without further ado, let's get into today's reaction. I really hope that you enjoy it.
Be strong.
Bea,
Excited.
tell me your story.
Well, I'm a person who does a lot of things, and by a lot of things, I've been doing it since I was young. I was raised by a single mom, and in order to help my mom, I sent myself to school by trying out into the varsity team from high school to college. While I was doing that, I also joined modeling. So I was basically financially independent at a young age. Right after college, I worked as an executive assistant and a protocol officer to the former mayor and congressman of Mandaue City. He lost the elections in 2019. That's when I decided to join the Meaning Cebu, and I won the pageant in 2020. But then the pandemic happened. I wasn't able to do my obligations as the reigning Meaning Cebu.
In 2020.
Yes, that's right. When the pandemic happened, I organized my own outreach activities at first, and then I met a few people along the way who eventually became my partners in charity. So that's where I met the Philippine Navy, and they recruited me to become reservist. Took my basic citizens military course last January. I graduated in March. When I worked in the government office, I wasn't able to finish my studies. I wanted to finish my course, but then the opportunity to join Miss Universe Philippines came. I accepted it again, and right now I'm still working on finishing my program.
So just ask her a question.
Okay, so we're already getting pretty much into the subject, you know, like the substance of the interview, and I'm really glad about it because there's no waiting or presentation. We just get, you know, straight to the point. Something that I really love just about Boy Abunda is how you can see that he's just asking her a very general question. So tell us about yourself, but he is taking notes. For me, what it says is that he is going to prepare a personalized training session, like a workshop that ultimately will benefit her depending on her strengths and her weaknesses as well. One thing that I will say about Beatrice, you know, and this is something that I have criticized even myself in the past, is a little bit of how she presents herself. She does not have like a strong character, or she doesn't necessarily sound like extremely passionate when she delivers a message. However, she's very calm, very composed, you know, very put together. And I also think that there is, you know, beauty in that. We need to acknowledge that not everything can be like extremely inspirational, not everything can be extremely impactful. I like the fact that her tone is very conversational, and when she's talking to you, you just feel like you're talking to a friend. It's very approachable, it's very accessible. So let's give her a little bit of props on that level. Now, I feel like they're gonna get into the actual workshop, like the actual training, so let's see how that goes. And I'm excited to see the tricks and tips that Boy Abunda is gonna give her.
You know, the first question that comes to mind.
So, hi Bea. Hi. Given our current condition of we're in a pandemic, what's the importance or what role does beauty have to beauty pageants?
Importance of beauty pageants in our life. Good. Okay.
Beauty pageants give inspiration, and the influence of that we get from this platform is very important to inspire others to do their share in helping everyone recover from this pandemic.
Okay. Alright. Bea, importante. This is in life. This is not just for beauty contest. This is for all of you. If there's anything I'd like you to remember, Bea, is this. Core. And what you told me now
Substance.
is part of your core story. The second question is pandemic were the keywords. Pandemic and then inspiration. You'll have to connect beauty pageants, pandemic, and then you attack it as an inspiration. So, if you were to attack it, paano magiging inspirasyon ang beauty during the pandemic? Diba? So, for it to make sense, if I were to attack the question, I would have said, based
I
on
like
your story, it has been a lonely ride the last 2 years. Everybody was getting sick, people were dying. So people were crying, people were paranoid, people were worried. In my country, own it. In the Philippines, we're a beauty pageant country. And I think as a beauty queen, as one who went through a beauty pageant, I inspired so many people to smile. Again. Okay? So go to your core. Let me go to the next one. Very, very important words. In beauty pageants, or even outside beauty pageants, we use our instinct and our reason. Hindi nag-iisip, hindi nagpapaganda. It's visceral. It's you're the first thing that comes to mind. And nothing intelligent. Don't be. The danger sometimes in Q&A is when you attempt to be always intelligent. Don't. Be real. As opposed, Bea, to what we call rationality. It's the state of being logical. It's the state of being reasonable. Ito na yung matalino.
Important.
As opposed to instinct. We say that in handling Q&A, the deadliest is the combination of both. Hindi yung, ang una mo, ano ko yung isasagot kung gusto nila? No way. No way. Oh, hindi. Just go to your words, just go to your core, just go to your instinct, and go to your rationality. Never look for approval, because the moment you look for approval and validation, that's where you fall.
Okay, let's make a quick pause just so that I can add, some comments and feedback to what they're saying. And I personally really love the approach that Boy Abunda has when it comes to these questions. Actually, I feel like this is a very good strategy, because when you're thrown a question like this, you have so little time to answer. So I feel like the key, really the best strategy that you can possibly have, is to have a structure to follow, and he's always been like so vocal about like the strong beginning, like deliver your answers, like a personal experience, and then strong ending, that I feel like if she keeps that in mind, she will be able to deliver something that is very successful. Because that's the thing with Bea, when she answers the question, you can hear that it's coming from a very genuine place. I feel like she's honestly very strong in Q&A. It's just that she doesn't necessarily follow that structure. You can hear those because she's just looking for the answer within herself. When you go to something like this scheme that he is presenting about the core, about thinking of the keywords, about using the instinct and being rational, it will allow her to be herself. So he's not changing the way that she works or the way that she delivers the answer, but he is giving her a plan to follow, a structure, something that doesn't matter where you are, whenever you are on that very stressful situation where they will ask you, and you have to answer on the spot, she will have something that she can follow to help herself to really be the best version of herself, because we know she can do it. She's very smart. Bea, I'm never questioned that. I just feel like with these tips and tricks that he is giving her, she will really be her best self. So let's keep watching.
Ito, Bea, pag sinasabi nila, kasi Tito Boy, nag-mental block ako, I don't buy that. Not because I'm a trained public speaker, or not because I'm a teacher. May technique here. Makes sense. Anong senses namin? Eyes, ears, hearing, smelling, taste, and I will add feeling. The technique of make sense. Tanungin niyo ako ng isang tanong. Para lang may application ka.
What's the best thing that happened to you today?
I'll start with what I heard. Okay? Earlier today, I had the chance to do an interview with Ben. They did a song called Kapangyarihan. The best thing that happened to me today was listening to that story. Because
Sana
it
all Ben and
reminded
Ben
me
though.
of lives wasted because of violence, because of misuse of weapons. It may not be the best thing, because it didn't make me laugh. It was the best thing, because it made me think.
I mean, he's so good at this. I mean, just think of the way that he delivered that. I don't feel like he was trying to sound intelligent or confident. He was being very honest and just talking about his, you know, his day, what happened to him, like, up until this point of the day, but in a way that still presents it to you very eloquently. And I feel like that's what he's trying to transmit to Bea. He's not trying to make her give us like a patty pageant answer or really change the way that she is to then turn her into a Catriona or something. Because I mean, what we want here is for Bea to be Bea on Miss Universe, but presenting the best version that she can possibly be. You see the difference? Right?
Well, the next one is very important. This is not original.
Spell
Some
talk.
people call
What
it
is that?
spell talk, others call this baby talk.
What is that?
I think this is one of the exercises in one famous university who does public speaking very well. They call it spell talk. Bea, halimbawa, I ask you this. Listen, I will spell it. Howareyu. Answer me. By spelling it.
IAMHAPPY.
Very good. Okay. When I was saying how are you, and I was spelling it, you were focused on nothing but the words and the letters. You were not thinking about the question before that. Or you were not worried about how you were going to answer that. You were just listening to the HOW. That's how you attack your day. You're only focused on the in the moment. And in the moment, it is only the question and you. That's all that matters. Nothing else. Okay. Ito ay napaka-importante din.
Okay, before they move on, oh my god, this is such a brilliant technique, and honestly, I've never heard of this. I never even thought of this, but it makes so much sense because it forces you to really just focus on, you know, the question and what is required from you for the answer later on. There has never been a video that I've watched from Boy Abunda, whether it's an interview, whether it's a training, whether it's, you know, Q&A session, that I haven't learned something from him. That's why when I saw this video came out, I was just like, let me react to this real quick. And just a quick comment about Bea, because I know that the video is quite small on my screen, so maybe you guys don't see it, but she's actually taking notes as well on her iPad, and I love her for that, you know. Put in the effort. You can see that she's trying, so anyways.
We have what we call the power pose and the power declaration. A power pose, and this is also relevant to all of you who want to go into public speaking. Merong mga tao na kapag salita ang balanse.
Let me fix my pose myself though.
May mga tao who are comfortable pag ganito ang weight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Kasi kayo mga nakaganon eh. Meron naman dito. No, komportable. Find that. Find your power pose. Because with the power pose, you have more energy. At saka komportable ka eh. What is a power declaration? Halimbawa, question. Miss Philippines, just before you ask the question, mag-declare ka, I'm gonna slay this. Declare mo, I'm gonna answer this the best way I can. And I'm gonna win.
Confidence, yeah.
Next tip is,
you gotta believe in yourself so that people can believe in you.
I don't even have to talk to you about this. Breathing is very important. Lalo na backstage, yung just before the top 5, you guys are backstage and people are running around, etc. Do your breathing exercise. There are people who, ang tawag namin, 7, stay at 4, release at 1. That's the most normal public speaking breathing exercise. 7, hold at 4, release at 1. It helps you relax. Relax.
TikTok boy, you're gonna kill me with this technique. Like, I'm trying to do it, I'm just gonna pass out in front of the camera. Tomorrow you'll see it in the news, like reactor dead on screen, trying to imitate Boy Abunda.
We do the freedom exercise. Halimbawa, this bottle is easier. The bottle. Ang exercise is call it anything except what it is. In the classes that we do, this is one of the most fun. So, kalabaw, halaman, ballpen, you call it any name except for what it is. Ilibre mo lang ang sarili mo. Kasi di ba nakakapagod minsan just to be so right, just to be political. Call it anything, it relaxes you. And then you have a good laugh. You have a good laugh, okay? That's called the freedom exercise. Kanina, I've been talking to you about research, about study. Meron kaming technique, walls ang tawag namin. Watch, observe, learn, and then and only then speak. I have a friend who's a linguist. Sabi niya, boy, you know the movement right now in the world is not really, I'm not saying that bad English is encouraged, but what I'm saying is understandability comes ahead of grammar. For as long as maintindihan ka, tayo, we're very punishing, we're very strict. Ay, no, it's singular. We're like that. Don't think about it. The important thing is you are trying to share an idea and you want to be understood. And my last point is basically just very simple. Listen, listen, listen. And to win.
Yeah.
Listen, and to win.
I love this. But you guys, oh my god, honestly, I thought that this was such a brilliant training, and I'm sure that, I mean, we only got to see some of it on video because you could see the jump cuts within the video. But I'm so glad that Bea has this moment, this experience to train with Boy Abunda. As I told you, there has never been a video that I've watched of Boy Abunda that I haven't learned something. Some of these techniques, I have heard of them because I went to university for communication, so like we did a little bit of like public speaking and, you know, public relationships and stuff like that. But he always has such a rational approach, such a logical approach to everything that he presents when it comes to the tips, the techniques, and how he always personalizes the training for the candidate. I did appreciate, to be honest, that he was not trying to change Bea, that he was just trying to give her the tools and the resources that she needs in order to succeed during her Miss Universe journey. And once again, I've been critical about her public speaking myself. I've been, you know, giving her always, to the best of my ability, constructive criticism. It's never about bashing, it's never about hating, always about trying to point out the things that need improvement so that she can really deliver her best self. And I feel like she's in good hands right now. As you guys know, Miss Universe is already happening as we speak, so we're just gonna wait and see how she will perform. But honestly, wishing her nothing but the best, success, and all the positive vibes. We are rooting for you, Bea. Now everyone, that's it for my reactions and my feedback. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and leave a like so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug, because that's a little tradition on the channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, everyone, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.